day after HOH, after that double. Blake and Davey are out of here, hanging out in the jury. Sad to see him go, but eventually everybody's got to go. Thinking about what is the best case scenario, what is the next step? How do I try to continue to make sure I have a solid place in the finale? I obviously cannot compete for the HOH today, so ideally anyone except Mark wins HOH. Even if he does, I do think I would be up against someone ideal to me, ideally either Macy or Anthony. There is some drama percolating because Anthony is playing all sides, including sides that don't exist. I think he's making some moves, and I don't think any of them are working. He is trying to suggest that Macy threw a vote to save Blake, although he earlier in the week said that he would wanted to save Blake. He is trying to pin it on Macy, I believe, unless she's playing some 4D chess, in which case all the more power to her. I think everyone realizes it's a little transparent, and I don't think it's going to pay off for him. I think his better move is to win HOH and put someone like me and Gwen on the block and have us figure it out. But I'm not here to coach his game. So I think, though, that if I can survive this week, I will intentionally throw the final 5 HOH so that I know I will be able to still compete for the veto, but that I'll then be eligible to win/compete in the final 4. If I can win that, I can get who I want out. It really doesn't matter. Once I get locked in at final 3, try and win that finale, win out. Let's go. I've been throwing so many competitions for a long time to just prepare for this. I think I'm ready. It's just about a matter of making it happen. Wish us luck.
All right, so here we are. It's day 20 of the game, technically day 21. I just did the HOH competition, which I didn't do terrible until the final Jeopardy part, and then I bet it all and lost it all because that was a really hard final Jeopardy, and I screw things up half the time. Like every challenge I feel like for this game for me has been like, I'm doing okay, I'm doing good, and then I'm done. Or yes, sure, I'm done. On the plus side, I'm in the final 6. I'm still thinking about what I can do to possibly win this game. I mean, if I get to the end, it's about how I sell myself no matter what. Like, I play a strong social game. That's where it comes down to, no matter what. From top to bottom, my social game has been awesome. But I need some challenge wins because I'm losing my mind against people like Dan and Justin. And they're the only challenge beasts left, but I really just want to, I want to do something in this game, like I still think I'm your favorite player, America. But this is stressful, but I'm having fun.
All right. Today is HOH Day 20, Final 6. It's a very important day because we've got Dan and Justin, who have been doing an amazing job strategically. We've got Dan, who's been winning comps. He won the last 3. So it sounds like Target City to me. Gwen's been doing great socially. I think we've gone over that. Macy's been doing a decent job socially. I think people were thinking that they can goad her along the way. I think maybe they probably thought the same thing about me, and they definitely think that the same thing about Mark. The problem is, I don't want them to take a stab at me. I don't think they will. I don't think there's a benefit to their game because Mark and I are both in the same situation as far as no comp wins, but it's time to change that. So definitely looking forward to trying to win this comp. And I could just taste the victory on my lips. It's so close. But the question is, if I do win, am I gonna take a shot? Ideally, I'd like to win this in the POV and have total control.
Hello, welcome to my confessional. It's late, but what are you gonna do? Kick me out of Final Six? Nope. So Dan won the HOH this round. Put up 3 non-smiley members. The only thing that would have been scary is Blake winning the veto, which he did not, so it was a pretty easy round. Anthony is being super sketchy. He tried to, he told Justin that he was going to try and sway my vote. I was pretty, steadfast on, nope, I am voting to save Mark. But, he was kind of trying to, sway me, subtly. Didn't work. And I also knew that he was doing it because Justin told me. And apparently he tried to sway Macy to keep Blake. He said that Dan would definitely keep Blake in the game. No, Anthony, you don't know what's happening in this game. You really have no idea. So yeah, so I guess for me personally, Mark going next would not be ideal, but for Notorious RBG, it would be. I mean, I guess we'll have to see who wins this next HOH. That's kind of gonna determine what kind of move is made. Yeah, but, and then I have to think about, for me, do I want to go to the end with Justin and Dan? I don't know if people know how involved I've been in these votes, or in kind of orchestrating what's been going on. I know that I can be a good talker at a finals, and explain myself well, and I would hope that people are feminists and want to vote for the girl to win. But Dan and Justin have both played good games, and I don't want to be super embarrassed and be a losing finalist. That would be so embarrassing. Oh my god. But this might be the first time that happens to me. That's really scary. I've gone to the finals 3 times, and each time I've won. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a specific game plan right now. I'm gonna see who wins HOH, because I can't really, I don't want to go to people and, try and, talk about making a move and then have, oh, Mondays suck. Have, and get back to Dan and Justin and them try and take me out. So I kind of have to see who wins this HOH and kind of see what people have to tell me and go from there. I do think that Dan and Justin are truthful, that they would want to take me to the end with them. The question for me more is, do I want to take them? I don't know. Ideally, Anthony would go next, and then Dan and Justin, and then I would go to the end with either Mark or Macy, and I think I would win against either of them easily. So we shall see. Okay, I will see you later.
You'll decide how much your final wager of your $11,600 is.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty good right now, and I don't know if I want to blow it. I almost lost the 2001, so I'm gonna go with 1600. So 1,600. That way, if I lose, it'll just be 10 flat, and see where that goes.
Congratulations, you've just won the head of household.
What? What was it? What was the other score? Was it close?
No, not even. This.
Whew. Yesterday was intense. So, going into the HOH, I knew that, I need to win something. I keep talking about it. It was so frustrating to throw things that you felt confident in, and so I was just terrified. Please don't be some mindless trivia game. I don't want to do trivia. Give me something. Guess what pops up? Jeopardy. I almost knew that I wasn't gonna win. I knew it. I was like, Jeopardy, I'm not good at random trivia. It's just not me. I'm more focused on certain things.
And I like to master a few things and not just know a bunch of stuff about a bunch of things. So here we are going into Jeopardy, and I'm not sure if they could see it on my face, but I was a little upset that it was Jeopardy. But Josh turned it on and showed me the categories. And it was about the events of the game. It was HOH, POV, evictions, Josh's diary, and name that person, and then a true or false piece. So guess what? Your boy was ready. When I say ready, Sunday and Monday, I spent updating my journal. I read the entire chat from top to bottom in Skype, the house chat and the bus chat. Documented the events, documented who played what, and committed to studying it. And when I say study it, like I had to like have a story in my mind of everything that happened. And I had to tie the weeks to the votes. Honestly, I think I feel like I got lucky with the questions that were asked, because some questions like who did Blake plague? And the only reason I remember it was Ryan is because Ryan was the first person out. And I said, Blake plagued Ryan, and that was one of the first things that maybe was devastating to his game. And that's like, I feel like it was very lucky, but apparently I also crushed it. So, hey, do your homework. It pays off. Honestly, if that game competition would have been 3 or 4 days before, I might have done well, but not as well as I did. I was ready. I was ready for that final exam. Unfortunately, it wasn't final. So, Josh, I will take HOH for 1,000. And the answer is, who is Anthony?
Game is getting good. I have fun updates tonight. And I don't think I'm in the middle of the drama, but I'm exactly in the middle of the drama, which is kind of a weird place to be. So what just happened is last night the double eviction happened, and we voted to save Mark. It was supposed to be unanimous with all 4 Smiley members voting to save Mark. It was a 3-1 vote. I am quite certain that Anthony is the rogue vote. If I am proven wrong when I'm watching the episodes, I will apologize to Anthony and say that I got this game read wrong. But
I am voting to keep Blake.
The vote was supposed to be 4-0, and then I hear from Gwen that, hey, Macy is getting pitched from another Smiley member to vote to save Blake to cause a 2-2 tie, and Dan will have to break the tie and expose himself. And then we got on a call with Dan, and he says, yeah, Macy's telling me the same thing. Someone from Smiley is coming to her, trying to get her to vote Blake pretty hard. We, Dan and Gwen, are both going to shut this down with Macy so she doesn't vote to evict. So she votes to evict Mark. So she does the thing that we are all doing. I think Anthony got shut down by Macy. He tried to get her to vote for Blake to stay, and she didn't do it. So then Anthony was like, I'm going to do it for her. I'm going to throw the hinky vote on her. I'm going to blame her. As soon as the 3-1 vote came in, he sent an immediate DM to me and said, well, that's concerning. He sent me a video of him voting to save Mark. I think that he created 2 videos and sent me a fake video and is trying to blame Macy. He also immediately ran to Mark and said, hey, guess what? Macy really wanted to vote for Blake. I'm sure she's the rogue vote. She's not on your side. Trying to win over Mark. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I definitely don't see Macy coming up with this really elaborate plan to frame Anthony. That is not her game style. It is Anthony's game style. So I don't think Macy did it, and I truly believe that neither Dan nor Gwen would think of something this elaborate. Okay, so Anthony is HOH, and he really wants to go after Dan. As you know, Dan is my probably true ride or die ally. I think he could beat me in this game, but I don't want to turn on him because we have worked so hard at this game together. There's not $500,000 on the line. If there was, I'd be more interested in maybe making this move. And that's not to say I'm not trying to play for this win, because I think I can beat Dan, and I would rather get to the end with Dan and beat Dan because I started RBG. I started Smiley. I deserve this win. People think Dan's the biggest threat to win. I'm the biggest threat to win, and I want to go against the best and prove that I deserve this win. And I think I'd have the jury votes to do it, even though I'm going to piss some people off along the way, like Anthony. So back to Anthony. He is going to nominate Dan. He is telling different stories to everybody. Macy about who he's going to nominate next to Dan. I believe he's going to nominate Dan next to Macy. As long as Macy doesn't win veto, Gwen and I will save Dan.
Okay, so I'm sitting in a dark Rooms to Go parking lot right now. So the tea for the moment, I'm a little stressed because things are unraveling. So we all know that I threw out the stray vote last night to save Blake. We all agreed on saving Mark, and I did want to save Mark. I really like Mark, and but also I like to stir up a little issues. I probably didn't think it through fully. I don't know. Okay, so anyways, worst case scenario happened. Anthony got HOH. That's the worst case scenario because last night I started dropping little hints that Anthony was the one who threw that vote out. I told it to Dan, and I hate to lie to Dan because Dan is my day one Dan. I don't know. And so now I guess Dan is nervous that he's about to go up on the block. I think it's gonna be me. I don't know why Dan's nervous about it, but and so he started something in our group chat, like trying to get to the bottom of this. I was like, can we not do that right now? And so I was trying to come up with an excuse why I didn't really want to like poke it too much. Like my main excuse was Anthony's HOH, and I don't want to like, I don't know. And so my last ditch effort to just try to save my butt, I messaged Anthony and I was like, okay, you're telling people you think it was me. I'm telling people, like, I don't remember. Okay, anyways, I'm like, people are trying to pit us against each other. That's what's happening. So we'll see if that works. I don't know if it will. I mean, like, as I'm doing this video, we're currently in the middle of like this chat, so we'll see how I make it out of this. Don't know if I will. This might be my end of the road. I hope it's not, but I just had to do something to like kind of get some jury safety and to stir up a little stuff, even though it's not the time to do that. And yeah, so I guess we will see within the next couple of days if I'm still here or not.
Another thing I want to talk about. How good is it that two different people told me about the alliance within 30 minutes of its dissolving? And Anthony also, in message, highly hinted at that there was an alliance. He said, I can't say about the mayhem that happened. So he's going to let me know about the alliance too. Jesus Christ. People are telling me, people are fucking leaking everything to me. I'm like the fucking drain. I'm the drain.
What's up, you guys? Mullet beer, all out of fucks to give. So Anthony wins HOH today, and I know he's like a thirsty little guy. Just has been playing a game that is flipping both sides, playing every little corner. And hey, I can appreciate that. Like, we all got to do what we got to do, not unlike me. But it's transparent, so transparent that it comes back to me. He tries to throw out shit and hope it sticks. And when you can just see that stuff, like, you pick it out and you realize, like, whatever. But he wins HOH. Good for him. Little pat on the back for Anthony. He deserves it. Fuck off. So, we've been going this entire game. I protected him on at least, like, 3 different occasions. The lead double elimination. If I played the veto on Justin or K-Pow, he would have been up and gone out of here. I've done work to keep him in this game. He is a first boot if I am not working for him. But he needs something for his resume. Fuck your resume. So he puts me up. He says he's going to put me up as a pawn. I'm no pawn. I don't play a pawn game. There are no easy, oh, Dan, he's such a nice guy, we gotta keep him at finals. No, I don't play pawn games. I am not a pawn. I see through that. He does not give me any good explanation for why I should be the pawn. If, in fact, he is going to put Mark next to me. Oh, you haven't been on the block, Dan. No. Put the person who evidently flipped on our alliance on the block if you feel that's such a big concern. He's full of bullshit. Like, full of it. This is all the bullshit he's full of. And I played such a straightforward game. People know what they're getting when they have a conversation with me. If I tell you you are safe, you are safe. Mark knows that feeling very, very well. However, if I tell you are a target, that is my target. He is trying to maintain a good relationship with me. If he's going to send me to the jury, send it to me like straight up. Respect me as a game player and put me out of my misery. But no, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to play every side. You're running out of sides at Final 6. So I'm going to fight. If I don't make it through, hey, it's been a fun ride. But I will not let him win. I guarantee I will not let him win. That's not how I'm going to go out. More to come.
Well, I'm glad I didn't make this video earlier because things got a little weird. People got thrown under the bus, and I did not anticipate this. But here we are. It's Big Brother, and this is the nomination ceremony. I don't know if I have to be all formal, but these two nominations, it sucks. And I've even mentioned that it's kind of morbid to feel this way to put these folks up because we're so close and obviously there's limited choices. My first nomination is Dan. Dan, you haven't seen the block yet. You're playing an amazing game. I just thought, and I have a high probability of winning POV and taking yourself off because you're doing very well with comps. You won 3 out of the last 4. But I just thought it would be fine for you to see the block, just to taste it a little bit, like some of us have, or all of us remaining have. Things did get a little weird when I mentioned that to you, which opened up the weird vote conversation for the 3-1 vote last round for the double, which leads me to my next nomination, which is Macy. Macy, I wish you could have just been honest with me about your vote. I don't see any value in Justin trying to keep we're assuming that the other vote was for Blake. I'm going wholeheartedly off of Blake telling me that he had 100% your vote. Now, I don't know if that was a jury management thing or you just wanted it to be weird to pin on someone, but you didn't ask me about it at all. It wasn't a concern to you until I asked you until the conversation started about it. So, with that being said, my nominations are Dana and Macy. I do love playing this game with you both, and I wish you the best in the POV, and I think both of you have a great chance of winning it. I think we all do, right? So, good luck tomorrow.
What's up, you guys? It's your boy Dan out here after a rocky night. So, the plan forward. First, clearly, it's to win the veto. I truthfully don't care that I'm on the block. I would have never cared. If the idea that, like, the crux of the argument for me to win the game is that I never touched the block, then I wouldn't have had a strong argument in the first place. So, when I was told I was putting on the block, like, whatever, like, it is what it is. Like, I'd be happy to have gone on as a pawn if there was solid rationale. But knowing that, in fact, Anthony thinks this is his opportunity to make a move for his resume, I just don't love to be lied to like that. Like, just be straight up. We're at Final 6. Like, if you want to stab me in the front, just do it. Like, this part is a jury management side of things, and I would hope that he would have, like, understood that I can respect the game move, but to try and, like, pull one over, not sharp, bud.
It keeps getting better tonight. Dan has left Smiley. He said Smiley is dead, and then he bolted. Macy and Anthony have big time argument accusing each other of being liars. It wasn't like personal and hurtful, but they were mad at each other, accusing each other of being liars. I love sitting on the sidelines, eating my popcorn, watching it all go down. I've decided, listen, I am pretty sure I will save Dan if it comes down to that. That is what I'm leaning towards doing. But I have also decided that if Macy comes down, Gwen goes up, I'll deal with it. That's my trio. But for my personal game, which is what I am playing here for, if it happens, I don't think I'm in such a bad spot there.
All right, so let's talk about the nominations. My initial response, and you might have been following some of what I've been saying, Dan has been a threat. Dan is in my alliance. My 6-person, now 5-person alliance. Well, we're down to the final 6. There's 5 of us left. They want Mark to go up. Okay? So initially, we did not want Davey to go. We wanted Davey to go home, according to them, because he could be a threat, and if he makes it to final 2, he could win the whole thing. But now it's like, oh no, Anthony, we need to get Mark to go home, because if a goat's up there, then they'll probably vote for the goat out of being bitter. So this is weird. We're like 2 days removed, and the story is a little changed. And this is from everyone. This is from the people strategically that I'm working with. They're saying that. Specifically, Justin and Gwen, which concerns me. So I say, look, at a minimum, we need one smiley person to go up. It's going to be Dan, because Dan hasn't touched the block. And at a minimum, he needs to touch the block because it will be, impeccable going into a final 2 with any of us. And, I'm guessing I'm not in his final 2 plan. The only person I even made my commitment to is Justin. I haven't gotten a commitment from anyone else. So guess what? Ish is about to get real. And it has, because I told Dan my rationale. Dan got very concerned. He was up against the back, and back was up against the wall, and he started spinning. Well, who do you think threw that weird vote that wasn't towards Mark? So, well, that's interesting that you say that, because I literally just asked Macy because I think Macy did it. So he's like, well, why won't you nominate her? And I said, well, I don't want to nominate her because I don't want the girls to come after me in case they have some kind of duo. Well, why wouldn't you nominate the girls to break up the duo? And I was like, I thought we were Smiley Strong. Like, now you want me to nominate the girls to break them up? So, like, maybe Gwen or Justin ran their mouth to Dan to say, like, look, Anthony's going to put you up, but you might be a target. Who cares? I don't care, because, I do care, but it will change the way I handle these people moving forward. I've let them make decisions that weren't good for my game short term, so I can be in this game long term. And I've had to make compromises and concessions along the way, and didn't want to get rid of Adam, Chandler, Davey. But guess what? I'm HOH, and I'm going to put myself in a position to get rid of someone that I want to get rid of. Well, Macy starts throwing, who's the smart person to nominate? The smart move. Sure, Mark is a move, but it might not be the smart move. I'm like, oh. So now you're throwing someone else under the bus, and I'm reading into it. That's got to be Justin and Dan. So guess what? The only way I can ensure that Gwen will at least vote with Mark, because I don't know if I think Justin will vote with Mark to go vote Dan out, but I need Gwen to get on board as well, is Smiley has to blow up. So next thing you know, I said, Dan, why don't you confront that in the group chat? So Dan goes in the group chat, confronts, wants to clear the air about it, and next thing you know, ish got real. People started backpedaling, and Smiley has died. Smiley is dead, according to Dan. And then Macy got upset So I exposed Macy and said, well, Macy, I'm just doing what the smart move was, which was to put up Dan. I basically made it seem that they made themselves targets. So now we have a nom of Dan and Macy. I'm still very worried that if Dan is on the block, that they will vote Macy out, and then I will literally have wasted this HOH.
Hey, I'm in an actual hurry. I got work stuff to do tonight. It's a busy night at the church. Dan, you won the Power of Veto. Good job. You guys know the drill.
Hello, everyone. This is the Power of Veto ceremony. Anthony, you said that it would be important that I taste block this week. I have tasted said block. I do not like what is on the menu. I will be using the Power of Veto. So, Anthony, it is up to you to nominate another person for elimination. Thanks. Bye.
Sorry, I couldn't use my arms for a moment. I've regained some semblance of strength. But anyway, I have to make a renomination. Heck of a job, Dan. I told you you could do it. But anyway, I had to make a renomination here, and this sucks because, you know, we're all going to say the same thing. This is hard to do it. It's a hard time because there's so little people left. But Mark, I'm sadly going to have to put you up on the block right now as my renomination. Good luck.
I sadly vote to evict Macy.
I vote to evict Mark.
Sadly, I am voting to evict Macy. Sorry, Macy.
All right, guys. The votes are in. And once I reveal the vote, you'll have a minute to say your goodbyes, any last things you want to say. And then you're going to get out. And then we're going to play an HOH competition. So good luck to Mark and Macy. And by a vote of 2-1, Macy, you are evicted from the Big Brother house. Any parting words, any last things that anyone wants to say to anyone? Go for it.
I really enjoyed working with you, Macy. You are a really awesome person, and I'm really happy in this last 21 days.
Yeah, this was a really.
We can talk about tampons with you again after this game.
Same. I'll see you on TikTok.
Macy, I look forward to seeing you when you come to New Orleans, when you buy me that drink for that weird vote that you probably throw out. No, I love playing with you, and you're awesome, and this is so weird and heart-wrenching to be so attached to strangers on the internet, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what to say, but I had something typed up. I'll try to put it all together. I'm going to be campaigning my ass off in the jury for 2 of you. You know who you are. I feel a little backstabbed, but I mean, it's Big Brother, so that's going to happen. If Anthony and Mark make it to F2, which is exactly what I'm expecting to happen after this, Mark is probably going to have more jury votes than Anthony. I'll be one of those. And I don't know. I don't think that anybody really thought about the long game, but that'll bite y'all in the butt. My butt's already bitten, so see y'all later.